All right, on to week two. Week two podcast. Everyone kind of got out of week one, either feeling really good or feeling a little anxious, or maybe somewhere in between. But hard to be in between. You're either 1-0 or you're 0-1. So, week two. So we got a week in the books, so we're allowed to kind of look back a little bit this week. So we'll kind of start off with our studs of week one and our duds of week one. Week one was kind of a revenge tour for me. My dud of week one was Cam Akers, 0 points, three carries. I not even I saw 3 carries coming. I at least thought he'd be the lead back, but 3 carries, 0 points. You know how I feel about Cam Akers. I don't think I got to go into it too much. And my start of the week was Michael Thomas. I mean, he looked like Michael Thomas. I know only 5 receptions. You want to nitpick? I don't care. He looked like Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas going in the 6th round never made any sense to me. It was a matter of health. He's healthy. He's good at football. I'm excited for him to be on my team. Deb, you guys start of the week, dud of the week?
Yeah, I'll start off with the dud, which I think we all kind of were pretty happy about. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, just a shit show of a game. They just look bad. I mean, that one, Watson dropped that one ball, so that could have easily been house. But yeah, 3.7 points from Rodgers. And I think Derek has him. Probably not too happy from a quarterback. But and then my stud was Michael Pittman Jr. put up 22.6 points. He is the clear favorite for Matt Ryan in Indy, and I think he was targeted like 9 times or something like that, if not more.
I think he caught 9 balls.
I was gonna say more targets than that. I knew it was
Yeah, I had to look back at that one when you put him in the show notes. I was like, damn, he did go off.
He's the go-to guy there. So see if he does it again this week. But
I'm with you, man. Christian, guys, start of the week, dud of the week?
Yeah, start with the dud. He was on my team. I expected more from Mark Andrews. Being the tight end 1, at worst tight end 2, playing against the Jets, I just kind of thought he would at least get in the end zone. Only like 5 catches for 50-something yards. It was a little disappointing. I don't think it would have really mattered a whole lot with the week Marcus put up, but it would have been a little more promising moving forward. But I'm sure he'll bounce back this week against the Dolphins. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure his lull won't last long, but last week was pretty disappointing. Stud of the week, a guy I was playing against, AJ Brown, fucking went bananas on me. I kind of knew AJ Brown was gonna be good. Like, I've always loved him as a player, and he was a freak show in Tennessee, and he had Tannehill, but I was like, maybe it would be like a Hurts running game and fucking every running back scored, Hurts scored. And then I thought Goddard would do well, but no, AJ Brown had like 50,000 yards on 12 catches or some shit. Could have been a lot worse. He could have scored. I don't think he got the end zone, but yeah, that was definitely a stud of the week among many. I mean, you could name a ton from week one.
Yeah.
The 0 from Devonta Smith was interesting. That's clear cut number 1. Clear cut number 1.
Surprising.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. Next, we're kind of going into trade. No trades this week. I've sent out a few trade offers. Trying to deal Hopkins for a running back. So hit up a couple different people. No takers. I get it. I mean, Hopkins still has 5 weeks suspension, so I get it. I think we'll get there as the weeks go on. Any offers for you guys? Yeah.
No offers, no trades sent yet. But I'm very, and I don't mean to get too off track, but I'm very curious to see how that Dak injury, because right about this time last year is when Dak got hurt and Zeke went from hero to fucking zero. And Pollard was serviceable. I have Pollard if you're interested. Melvin Gordon also got almost double the carries Javonte had. So he's also on the block. I'm not expecting a fucking world beater, but I think, someone in return I could part ways with.
Yeah, I love it, man. I mean, that's a segment, right? It's, hey, we don't got any trades to dissect. Let's get some things moving. So I'm into
My
it.
team is too good. Nobody's for sale. So
Fair enough, buddy.
Fair
keep
enough.
your dirty hands off my team.
Fair enough. Well, Dev, this is your segment. We had waivers go through.
Yeah.
we have you rate some waivers again here. I'll maybe pick a 3. So 0 farts means, hey, best pickup in the world. 10 farts means, hey, throw them back. Don't know what you're doing. Jordan Mason for $22. What do you remember that the barometer is Marvin Jones got about a 7.5 farts. So
Right.
Jordan Mason 22. What do you think?
Jordan Mason is probably like a 9.
9 farts?
But since he's on my team, I think I put 7.
Okay.
I complete dart throw, and
complete
what?
honest.
I'm so
I
mad
love
that
it.
none of you guys, there's no other bids on them. You know how many times I always do this? I always change the bids, and I'm just like, it's not enough, and I keep going up, and then before you know it, it's $22 just pissed away, and I don't know. It's just a dart throw, so we'll see.
I'm with you, man. I can't believe there wasn't a couple dollar bids on him, but I mean,
and now I know. So
all right.
You get hurt. Every running back in San Francisco history has gotten hurt. So
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I just take a flyer and hopefully, we'll see what happens, I guess. But
I'm with you, man. 7 farts, Jordan Mason. Curtis Samuel for $8.
Curtis Samuel was an interesting one. I think I even threw like $6 at him. Got outbid. I'd say maybe a 2.
I wouldn't do there.
I think pretty good pickup. Surprisingly got like a lot of targets and in that game. And I wasn't expecting that. So I think that's a pretty good pickup. And I think that he keeps contributing. So
yeah. No, I'm with you there too, man. Benjamin for 6.
I have in some dynasty leagues, so I try not to be too harsh on him, but I think in this sort of league he's kind of irrelevant, so I put a 9 for farts. So pretty bad. Okay. Who picked him up? Who was that?
I don't remember who picked him up. We'll have to look at.
He'll be returning to the wire soon. I have
I think so too.
9 farts.
I think so too. Matchups this week. I went from 10 to 8. So I am the 8 seed now. I'm playing against number 1 Marcus, who had a showing last week. Holy cow.
Sure did.
Dev moved down a couple spots. He's the 10 seed versus Tanner, the 9 seed. Another
playing in that poop bowl again.
Got another poop bowl, man. Tyler, the 6 seed, playing Krog, the 3 seed. I don't know. I think Tyler got a W. I don't know if Craig got a W last week or not. Rademacher, the 4 seed, playing Eric, the 7 seed. And then Christian stays at the 2 seed, and he's taking on Derek, the 5 seed. What do you think about that matchup, Christian? I think Derek's got a sneaky good team, dude.
I do too. I'm not really excited to go up against fucking like Nick Chubb and the other players that he has. I think I have some good matchups too, and I think a couple of my guys are definitely due after last week, like Derrick Henry putting up a stinker, Andrews. I think I'm kind of in that due range, but I mean, I don't know. Derek could put up 130 points on me who knows? We might get into another situation like last week.
Yeah, I think you've had a tough draw. You're definitely playing 2 of the tougher teams right out of the gate, but I mean, you got a nice squad yourself, so
we'll be all right.
Yeah. Yep. Bench players who outscored their starters this week. Take it for what you're worth. for what it's worth, I mean, we definitely went over 3 last week, so I maybe
Went 0 for 3.
I wouldn't maybe tinker too much with that lineup decision, but I got Daryl Henderson outscoring Kareem Hunt. I'll go with. My other guy was going to be Brandon Cooks, which Cooks against Denver. I'll go Henderson outscores Brandon Cooks. Okay, I'll make that switch.
I like that. I mean, Henderson seems like
I just don't know how he's not in your lineup this week.
Yeah.
I mean, Atlanta.
The guy can fucking play. And the Rams are going to be pretty pissed off. They're at home, like long trip for Atlanta, coming off an emotional game against the Saints. I think the Rams are going to beat the brakes off Atlanta. Or I think LA will beat the brakes off Atlanta this week. So
for sure.
I agree.
I mean, he only gives you 8 games, but he's good those 8 games, Daryl Henderson. So what do you got, Dev?
I'm gonna stick with it because I think when I put this in was before Keenan Allen was officially out. Maybe, I don't remember. But I'm gonna stick with it anyway because it's a goofy Thursday night game and I think it's gonna be a shootout. And I picked Sky Moore to outscore Josh Palmer. So we'll see. Keenan Allen is out, so Palmer probably going to get some more looks. But I don't know. I'm just going to stick it out. We'll see.
Okay.
I respect that.
Yeah, I dig it.
So make the switch right now, Christian.
I'm excited about Palmer this week. I think he's good enough to, be a guy on a team and he's going to get his chance against a pretty vulnerable defense, I think. So
I've got him in DFS, so I'm hoping he does pretty good.
Yeah. We'll if Sky Moore had a better snap count percentage last week, I'd probably consider it, but I think he only played like 10 snaps last week.
Yeah, he didn't play too much.
Yeah.
No.
But tonight.
It only takes one play.
That's what I'm saying, man.
What do you got, Christian? Bench scorer that'll outscore its starter.
Yeah, I'm going with Curtis Two Fart Samuel over Miles Sanders. I think the Eagles just put on a fucking clinic last week that literally everyone scored. Like Smallwood scored, or no, Gainwell. I mean, sorry. Scott scored. Fucking Smallwood probably did score. I don't know. They scored so many damn points. Hurts scored. Sanders scored. I just don't buy. I just don't buy that Sanders is going to replicate anything he did last week. Obviously a tougher matchup against the Vikings. I just don't know what the Eagles are going to do. I feel like they can score. I just don't think they're going to be able to run the ball against the Vikings. And I think Curtis Samuel has a matchup against the Lions this week. So I could see him getting involved. I could see that one being pretty high scoring. And yeah, I'm kind of excited to watch that game. Some good fantasy talent in that one. So
I totally thought that was Deebo Samuel at first. I was like, that's a really bold pick there.
Yep. I love it, buddy. I love it. So we got a little trash talk. We got 2 anonymous trash talkers, and then we got one that'll kind of close things out here. But trash talk of the week came in anonymously. It goes CD Lamb, more like CD bench for the next 6 to 8 weeks.
That's a sick burn.
I like it. This one also came in anonymously. Maybe Roddy should pick up Marvin Jones so he can have the entire Jags offense on his team.
Good chirp.
Interesting. And the last one comes from Old Dev with a little trash talk here. He goes, Old Tanny better lace up his hiking boots this week. Come next week, there'll be a new 10th place team in town. I love it, buddy.
There's actually one more that needs to get submitted here. Brown Bear must be afraid to make pizza bets during weeks he knows he's gonna lose. That is from, I think you can maybe guess who that's from.
So Marcus and I actually talked about this a little bit today. I maybe texted him maybe about 1 o'clock today saying, "Hey man, just FYI, I'm gonna pizza bet you on the show. It might not get out there until Chiefs already play, but no, the plan is there will be a pizza wagered between me and Marcus this week.
Love it.
Good. Love it.
You know, can't accept a pizza without offering a pizza again. So not going to be that guy. So.
Just never, you got your pizza, just never do it again.
Right, can't be that guy. You know, can't take $20 worth of pizza from someone and not offer it up
You're
again.
the love.
So,
Did you
Yeah,
enjoy
hopefully-
the pizza?
oh, it was awesome, dude. It was awesome. Yep, smashed that pizza, and the entire family had a couple pieces. It was awesome.
That's good.
We're gonna close things out here. Christian's got a new segment. It's his betting locks of the week. What do you got here, buddy? Could be
Yeah,
player
I'm,
props, could be over unders, could be whatever it is, whatever you're feeling good about.
Yeah, I'm very confident about these bets, and I'm doing a 2-for-1 special since it's our first time.
Oh yeah.
I absolutely could not love more the Arizona Cardinals plus 5.5 against the Raiders. I know they just got absolutely beat up by the Chiefs, but that's Mahomes, that's Kelsey. I like Carr, and obviously Adams is a stud. But I think they're going to perform a lot better. I think getting Kyler Murray a little bit more acclimated with the new weapons, give him another week with, Hollywood. And I think that offense is going to flow a lot better than it did last week. And
It's a lot of points.
Yeah, almost a touchdown to the fucking Raiders. Like,
Mhm.
this is still the Raiders. I mean, their defense is still not good. I mean, they got gashed by 3 guys like you've never fucking heard of on touchdowns last week from the Chargers. I mean, so I get it. It was Herbert, but I think Kyler has a chance to really put up some points. I'm taking the 5.5. If you want to get greedy, you can definitely go money line. I like that too.
Love it.
Second bet, this one I'm also very confident about just because of the history of the matchup. The Dolphins and the Ravens over 44.5. I really don't think the defenses are going to be ready to go this early against like the high-powered offenses that they have. So, Miami, they only scored 20 points against New England, but I think that was just kind of like some early week growing pains. I mean, they had players performing with Waddle and Hill. I think those two will get going pretty early and often. The Ravens just don't really have the studs on defense they usually do. And then Dolphins have always struggled against running quarterbacks. I think Lamar will kind of have his way. So I'm not picking a side, but I'm definitely going over.
Love it, buddy.
What are your thoughts on those?
Cardinals seems like a lot of points. I don't get that one at all. And if you're telling me you need 22 points out of Miami and 23 out of Baltimore to hit, I like that too. So
yeah, I mean 24-21 is completely doable.
Yep,
Miami's
I like it, man.
Fast. They're such a fast team.
Yeah, that was fun to watch last week for sure.
Hopefully Lamar doesn't go too crazy now. So
all right, well, we'll wrap things up here. Everyone have a good week too. Hopefully a lot of points being scored, a lot of fun. Everyone's in tune watching Red Zone this week, and great Thursday night matchup to start
hell of a
things off,
matchup
so.
tonight.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be
hopefully
really.
you have Prime Video because that's the only way you can watch it.
All right, boys, we'll talk next week.
All right, good
See
luck.
ya.